Have you ever felt like you've got no life outside of your agency work? Do you resonate with any of this? First, taking calls on holidays. Maybe replying to texts on a date. Maybe having too many emails in your inbox that you can possibly cope with. Perhaps working late on into the evening, even at weekends. And maybe even foregoing holidays just because of the amount of work you've got. Wouldn't you love to be able to turn your phone off during a holiday, not even receive text messages on your personal phone, not have email problems, and have a happy and healthy team who've got an excellent work-life balance? Hey, my name is Lee Matthew Jackson. I'm the host of Trailblazer FM and honored to be a Cloudways maverick. I help people love their agency from the team right through to the client. What really qualifies me for this particular video is the fact I was taking calls for my agency during a trip to Walt Disney World. That's a mega fail. And I'm still married. That's impressive. You see, in my agency, I was kind of the bottleneck, the blocker. Everything had to go through me. I would often get curveball questions that I frankly didn't know the answer to, or I'd be asked for regular updates with deadlines of tell me now or tell me yesterday. All of the stress and the negative energy that I was feeling was then trickling down to my own team as I continued to put pressure on them. I expected them to work just as long as I was working. I can feel the stress. I can actually feel that stress. Unfortunately, I was developing a culture of overworkers. We were an agency without a process and no boundaries and no work-life balance. Thankfully, today we have clients and team members that understand the rules of engagement. We've got a positive work-life balance. We've got a positive culture. We're developing a team of leaders who are free to explore and work on projects that they are passionate about and also get time for personal recreation and family life. Looking back at how far we've come brings so much joy, and in this video I'm going to share with you how we turned things around. Now, it's true for an agency that you need to have a project management system, a good process for your business, and everybody's to understand that. But one key ingredient is often missing. That's the onboarding process. Once you've defined how you work as a business, how you operate, and how you communicate, it's really important that you onboard your clients. For our onboarding process, we established 5 ingredients to make sure it was a success and that people understood the rules of engagement. Number 1 is introduction and responsibilities. So that's understanding both us as an agency and the client, who's who does what, and what their responsibilities are. This helps us all work together as a cohesive team. Second is to ensure that we have defined a clear scope and what those outcomes are. We've talked about this in previous videos with regards to getting paid for a discovery process. I likened it to an architect's plan for a house, ensuring that everybody understands what's going to be built, who's going to do what. Next, we train our client on our process and systems, ensuring they understand the project management tool we're using, how we're going to communicate, and where they can find the information that they need. Next, we ensure that everybody understands the rules of engagement. That means who they should be speaking with and how they should be communicating. For example, through the project management system. In a previous video, I've gone through the communication hierarchy that you could establish with your client. Links to all of these videos are going to be in the comments below. The 5th and final ingredient is for the project manager to consistently remind everybody, both on the agency side and on the client side, how we are all to communicate, what software we should be using, the processes, and those rules of engagement. What we found from the beginning is if our client and team understand how things are going to work, then people will respect that process. People will communicate through the channels that we've established with the people that we have set. No more am I going to be overwhelmed by communications with multiple emails. No more am I going to have to worry about checking things whilst I'm on holiday, because I know everybody is on the same page, and thankfully our wonderful project manager is helping everybody to keep on track. Again, check out the 2 videos I've mentioned in the notes below on discovery and on avoiding communication overwhelm. Do you have an onboarding process? Do you have anybody who will consistently ensure that your processes and your systems are being adhered to both by clients and by your team? Let us know in the comments below. Whilst you're there, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, subscribe, give that bell a ding-a-ling, and if we don't see you in the comments, how's about we see you in the next episode?